All right, and so we're pulling into here, which is going to be like the ileocecal valve, it feels like. A lot of digestive stuff, girl. You're like, I know that. I could have told you that. All right, so we'll come into, so it feels also like low tone. So, of course, the ileocecal valve is where the small intestine and large intestine hook up. So all of the sphincters in the body are autonomic. They're all under autonomic control, which means that's automatic, part of the nervous system. We don't have to think about that in order for it to work. It just works. All right, so this is not resolving fast enough, and so what I want to do is see what's going on here. Why is that? What's keeping it from resolving? Okay, and so this of course, large intestine, the emotion that goes with large intestine is like dogma, stubbornness, like very kind of like concrete thoughts, like strongly held belief systems. And so there's something, again, going back to this feeling like I'm overtaxed, like I have too much going on. And so what we want to do is like give you some options so that life can just slow down a little bit. And so just in your heart, in your mind, just remind yourself, it's okay if I do less. It's okay if I do less. And so there's something in you that's like, no, that's not okay. Everybody's counting on me. I don't want to let anybody down. I really want to be a helper. I want to be a good girl. I want to be contributing to society. I want to be doing my part. I want to be out there doing my part. So there's something in you that really wants to contribute, that has this like real helpful spirit about you. And it's like you see something that needs to be done and you're like, okay, I'll do it. But what's happening is that it's too much. It's too much, and your body is noticing that it's being taxed by this approach. So say this out loud. It's okay to do my part.
It's okay to do my part.
And so your body's like, my part's too much. It feels like too much. I can know what my part is.
I can know what my part is.
It's okay if my part is less now than it was in the past.
It's okay if my part is less now than it was in the past.
It's okay if my part is different now than it was in the past.
It's okay if my part is different now than it was in the
Yeah.
past.
So there's this fear that's coming up in you that's like, I'm afraid if I slow down, if I do anything different, then I'm going to lose traction. And I like the trajectory I'm on, and I don't want to lose my trajectory if I slow down or if I give responsibilities to others or, that kind of thing. And so just imagine the possibility that you can slow down, you can go at a pace that's right for you and continue the trajectory. It doesn't mean the trajectory is off. It just means that the pace is off. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. This is so applicable and on track.
Well, it's your body.
Unbelievable.
Your body's like, oh, let me tell you how it is. Yeah. So I think your body's really happy about that idea of just like slowing it down a little bit, like really staying on the trajectory, but going at a pace that's right for you now, which may not be the same as next month or next year or whatever. But right now, it needs to be a different pace. So say this out loud. I can know the pace that's right for me.
I can know the pace that's right for me.
Yeah. It's okay if I go at a pace that's right for me.
It's okay if I go at a pace that's right for me.
Going at a pace that's right for me is not a sign of weakness.
Going at a pace that's right for me is not a sign of weakness.
Going at a pace that's right for me is a sign of strength.
Going at a pace that's right for me is a sign of strength.
It's okay if people understand.
It's okay if people understand.
It's okay if people don't understand.
It's okay if people don't understand.
I can do what's right for me.
I can do what's right for me.
It's not all up to me.
It's not all up to me.
By doing what's right for me, I'm doing what's right for others.
By doing what's right for me, I'm doing what's right for others.
Yeah. It's okay if I relax.
It's okay if I relax.
It's okay if I relax.
It's okay.
Your body's like, what? Does not
That's
compute.
the words did not even come out clearly.
What is that? I don't even know what that means.
I'm trying to picture myself on a kayak.
You're like, what would that be like? Kayak?
Filling up my jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi, relax. Yeah. All right, so now we want to go back to original. So was there an original time that it seemed like it wasn't okay to relax? Was that point of conception, prior to conception? So this is going to prior to conception, previous life. Was that in the 20th century, 1918, 17, 16, 100 to 1650, 60, 70, 80, 70, 75, 76, 76? Was this original time, were you in this original time represented by male, female, conception and birth, birth to 5 to 10, 5, 6, 7, 7-year-old female? Anybody else in the story? Your mom, your dad? You have a brother, yeah. Anybody else? Was your mom your mom? In the story, your mom was your dad was your mom, your brother was your sister in the story. Oh, you guys were like, it was like you were fleeing. You were fleeing over the water. You were in a boat. You were fleeing from certain disaster, certain devastation. There was like so much anxiety. Like there was an imperative. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here now. We have to. It was like a very dramatic, very like spur of the moment, like move, like pulling up roots. Everything was changing forever, and it was just like that. And there was something in you that was like, do it or die. Do it or die. What's going on?
Because last night or this morning I had these really vivid dreams, and I was on a boat with my parents, and it was in like a place I didn't recognize, and I was having anxiety and didn't know where I was, and I was trying to like move, and like there was this, I went up the staircase and it was like blocked by a ceiling, and I'm like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. I was trying to figure out like where we were, and
yeah,
that's so wild that's what you are sensing or feeling.
Yeah. It's like everything in your being is playing into this, right? It's like your body. So that's the original assumption or contract, right? This idea that I have to keep this pace because if I don't, I'll die, right? And so your body is saying we can't go on at that pace, and so we have to let go of that originating assumption that to slow down means death. Of course you're going to keep pushing, right? Because you don't want to die. And in the original case, there was absolute danger that you were fleeing from. But now there's not. The body just hasn't, it just hasn't, it doesn't have the awareness that you are safe now, right? It is safe for me to let go of that original imperative to move. Say that.
It is safe for me to let go of the original imperative to move.
Yeah. It is safe for me to slow down now.
It is safe for me to slow down now.
That pace saved me in the past.
That pace saved me in the past.
It is not saving me now.
It is not saving me now.
Yeah. It's okay to let go.
It's okay to let go.
I am a new person now.
I am a new person now.
This is a new life now.
This is a new life now.
I am safe now.
I am safe now.
I make my contribution by slowing down.
I make my contribution
there you
by
go.
slowing
Perfect.
down.
Just that. That is perfect right there. I make my contribution by caring for myself first.
I make my contribution by caring for myself first.
And out of that springs my caring for others.
And out of that springs my caring for
Perfect.
others.
Perfect. Yeah, very, very good. It's a big deal. That's a really, really big